Big drive energy, baby. You see it. We here in Baton Rouge, Louisiana at Raising Cane's. It's all about one love because we hanging out with the CEO, Todd Graves. We taking a ride right here in the old school Cadillac DeVille, baby. Let's get it. Raising Cane's chicken fingers, baby. I love it. About to go meet my man Todd. Let's get it. There he is.
Hey, Nick.
Now you behind the cash register, you do it all. I heard you was a fry cook too. You get it in, huh?
The whole bit, man.
The whole bit.
Any job in this restaurant, I do it.
I love it. I love it. Well, we're about to take a ride, man. I can't wait to chop it up and talk about this amazing empire you built with Raising Cane's.
Chicken finger empire.
There it is, man. Let's roll. Wow, man. So, before we get in the old school ride, I don't think I've ever actually been inside a food truck, let alone a Raising Cane's custom food truck. This is awesome, man.
About it.
You drive this too?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So this is where the magic happens. Hello, everyone. How you doing? It smells delicious.
This is a Raising Cane's on wheels, man. We can take this anywhere across the country. Been real popular. You know, we got almost 900 locations,
right?
But we don't have restaurants in a lot of communities, so I can take it to them.
Man, such an awesome ride. But you know, it's all about the wheels and big drive. So, you want to go get in the caddy?
Yeah, man. Let's go.
All right. I'll take you know, a couple pieces of the bread and all the chicken fingers I can eat.
All you want.
Yeah. My first food truck experience, I was fired, but we came to see the OG. You gotta tell me about this.
Well, this is my 1967 Cadillac Eldorado, Raising Cane's red.
This ain't your average CEO whip. This right here is American luxury. Todd's 1967 Cadillac Eldorado. That long body front wheel drive legend. First of its kind. Sleek lines and a grille that lets you know it's born to own the road. And in that Raising Cane's red, the shine is saucy. Back in the day, if you saw one of these roll by, you knew somebody was doing something right. And my brother Todd keeps it classic for a reason. This caddy is all about timeless quality, clean execution, and a whole lot of sauce.
Look at the rims on that thing.
Now, today's guest went from frying chicken fingers in a college town to serving up over 900 locations worldwide. My brother built a billion-dollar chicken finger empire off one menu item. I'm talking about none other than the founder, the CEO, the sauce-slinging, culture-creating legend, Todd Graves. Born and raised in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, Todd had a vision, one love, chicken fingers done right. Now he's got athletes, artists, even Snoop Dogg shouting out Cane's. So buckle up. We got chicken in the back seat, stories in the front, and a CEO at the wheel. Let's ride out with Todd Graves right here on Big Drive. So born and raised in Baton Rouge?
Yeah, actually I was born in New Orleans.
Okay.
And my family moved to Baton Rouge when I was younger, which was a great place to grow up.
Right.
So it's a good town, man. Like nice college town. We got Southern University.
Yeah, we hanging out. We going to the
LSU.
game.
Yeah, we're going to LSU game today. It's game day, man. Came on a good day. I told you I want to take you to the game.
I love it, man.
Glad it worked out.
Thank you for all the hospitality and Southern charm.
Yeah, man. We got to show you a little Cajun country down here.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, man, I got to ask the story because I told you before, like my kid's favorite restaurant is Raising Cane's. Like we're there every day practically. How did you come up with this concept? It's such a brilliant concept. It's simple, but people in there, I think it feels like you just feel good. The one love concept, and I was like, this is a brilliant concept. What's the origin story?
Well, you know, I grew up working in restaurants in high school and college. You know, it's how I earn money. And I love the business, man. Like food to me, it just symbolizes love, right?
Yeah.
So like my grandma, she'd make me a pie.
Yeah,
it meant she loved me and did that. Or if I spent time in my mom's kitchen making a gumbo. You know,
Right.
You spend all day doing that, right?
Yeah.
But it's more about the time you can spend together, and then it's about cooking for your friends and family, you know. And so I love the food business, and naturally worked in them in college and high school, and I wanted to go into the business. I love the speed. I love the pace. I love the immediate gratification working with a team, delivering a good product. I like serving people, man. I like working drive-throughs.
Right.
You know, I like it all. And so for me, it was a natural. And back then, this is, you know, I'm dating myself, but back in like the early 90s, you know, things were getting, chicken fingers were getting popular. You know, before it was all chicken on the bone. So boneless chicken got to be popular. You know, it's all, we grew up eating chicken on the bone, and then started seeing these chains, and even mom and pop restaurants were doing chicken strips, chicken nuggets with dipping sauces.
Right.
And you know, it just dawned on me, man. It was like, do one thing and be better at it than anybody else.
Right.
And you'll be successful. So I had this dream in college to start Raising Cane's. And so I actually wrote a business plan in business planning class.
Really?
Yeah, for Raising Cane's. He got the worst grade in the class. Which is
How crazy is that? You got the
classic.
worst grade in class, and the
Oh.
only one to probably become a real giant conglomerate.
Yeah, you know, the teacher said, hey, you put together the plan well. I mean, I knew the business. I'd worked in it.
Right.
But he said, hey, you know, your quick service restaurants are adding menu items. They're adding all these healthy salads and all these different things. You need to should follow your industry.
Right.
And you need to add more menu items. But you know, I use that as fuel. It's what an entrepreneur does.
Yeah.
Like, you tell me I can't do it, I'll prove it to you. I'll
And
show
then
you.
Now your business model is probably the best in the business. You get them to love one item, and you don't have to try to be all things.
You don't want to be all things, all people, man. You want people to come to you for what you do exceptionally well and execute it on a daily basis. Every time they come back, they get that good chicken finger meal from smiling, happy crew members, and, and they're happy spending money there. And that's worked. You know, our average unit volume's in the top 2 of all quick service, serving that one product that I've been doing for 28 years. Haven't changed the menu one bit.
That's such an awesome story. And then we got to talk the name. I mean, I know a lot of people who are familiar with it knows that it's named after your dog, right?
Yeah, named after my dog. Well, I mean, to raise money, I mean, I took that business plan, went to every bank in town, got turned down by every bank in town. Once again, all those no's told me, I'm going to do this, man. I'm going to show you. So I had to raise money myself. So I worked as a boilermaker in refineries in Los Angeles.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely.
Right out of college.
Right out of college, man. And so I worked in El Segundo, Torrance, all these refineries. And I met a guy named Wild Bill Tolar, no kidding. And he spent his summers working the Alaskan fishing trade on the boats.
Oh, wow.
And so he told me what to do and where to go. And sure enough, I went up to Anchorage, and I caught a plane to King Salmon, Alaska. Then I hitchhiked to Naknek, Alaska. Spent a month camping on the tundra before I got a job on a fishing boat. And spent that summer commercial fishing in Alaska. And raised some good money, man. So I came back to Baton Rouge. I had enough money to get the project started, got a small SBA loan, and reconstructed the mothership, which I'm going to take you by.
Oh, we get to go by the mothership.
Got to take you to the mothership, man. First location opened up in 1996.
96 was the first one.
First one, yes, sir.
That's awesome.
And it's I kept it all the same, you know, just kept it where I can bring in 1,000 managers a year and show them, you know, this is our roots, this is where we started from.
Yeah.
So when I came back and, you know, starting the first one, I didn't know what to name it. Thought maybe name it Sockeyes after the fish I fished out in Alaska. Luckily, friends told me that was a terrible name.
Right.
And a friend actually suggested, I said, what should I name it? He said, well, you ought to name it after your dog, Raising Cane, because Cane was out the construction site all the time.
Yeah.
And, you know, call it Raising Cane's, we'd call it Cane for short.
Yeah.
And then it stuck, and now I got one of the most famous dogs in the country.
Yeah.
We had first Raising Cane became not only the namesake, it was the mascot.
Yeah.
And we're on the third Raising Cane now, and
Awesome.
she's our show dog.
That's it. Keeping the legacy alive. Love it. I love it. And it's because it's such a cool name, because it even just sounds inspirational in itself. I mean, to do something as cool, because obviously this show's called Big Drive, and we're always like that double entendre, because like obviously we like to drive big vehicles and ride big, but then it also is like, what's your big drive in you? What's the big drive energy? What inspires you? So what's Todd Graves' big drive? What keeps you going?
And, you know, for me, it's 100% I can do good things for people. You know, so I have 60,000 crew members. I have a great place to work, and they have great growth opportunities. Like this year alone, we'll do 5,000 internal promotes to management, right? That started off as a cashier or a fry cook in the back. Most people's first job is in the restaurant business.
So we all work fast food.
Right, and so we all have an opportunity to teach them values, and in a fun way, in a fun environment while they're making money, And so it's a whole thing, like what's good customer service? How do you work hard, but how do we still have fun? How do you be with a company that gives back? I've actually employed over 1 million people to date over all these years. And
that's amazing.
We have a lot of turnover. We get kids that want to work summer, they want to work during the holidays, and we love that they come in and out, and I have that touch point for them to learn business done the right way.
That's so cool.
Also too is our restaurants, they do well, and so for me being able to give back is what's really important to me. And so we've given back over $130 million since we've been in business. We're going to do $30 billion this year alone.
That's beautiful.
And as I get bigger, I can do more and more and more to help people. So for me, look, it sounds funny, but I think God made me good at chicken fingers to help people. And that's what drives me. That's what gets me up every morning.
That's amazing, man, to even have the vision, from college, and it's connected to, your love for your family, and then to be able to create an empire and then still provide for your loved ones and the entire community, and just people drive you, man. We're supposed to be a service to others. You're in the service business, and you're doing that. Is that where the One Love concept comes from? Well,
One Love really means two things. Number one, it means we have one love, quality chicken finger meals, and that's what we do, and it's also the love for people, love for our crew, love for our communities. And that's why the One Love works for me.
That's awesome, man. So is that where also like you said, it's like Baton Rouge is a college town. We're going to the LSU game today. I feel like Raising Cane's also has this like community tailgating type of vibe. Even on the menu, you get to have everything from, you can buy in bulk.
Yeah. I mean, we're set up for tailgating. That's where I learned it here. We opened up that first fall, and it's football season. Everybody's like, I need bigger, and I didn't know what I was doing, right? So we have our little meals, and they're like, well, we need a lot of food. So I got some tailgate fans. Then it became the most popular tailgate item down in Baton Rouge, which was good for sales. We needed it, and being a part of that. But what's fun is, people go out to the game. They love LSU games. They love Southern games, and then we're part of that experience, right? We got Raising Cane's. They know there's a guy here in town that cares about them and the community, man. It's just really cool. You'll see when we're walking through campus today, there'll be Cane's everywhere.
I love it. I got to ask you, though, like, what's in that secret sauce, man? What you putting in there that got these people going crazy for the Raising Cane sauce?
You know what? It's quality ingredients to make a craveable sauce, but we make it in-house every day, right? We don't get it made in a factory and pre-made, sent to the restaurants. We actually make it in the restaurants, and that's what makes the difference.
Quality. That's pretty much he's telling me he's not going to tell me all the good stuff in there. Just calls it quality ingredients, fresh quality, but you don't get to know the secret.
Well, you know the old saying, right? If I told you the secret, then of course I'd have to.
And I don't want to die today. Which just is too much of a beautiful day, man. So let's go back to car culture, man. Did you always have love for cars growing up, or?
Man, I did, man. It started off for me bikes, because bikes. When I got my first bike, it was independence, right? And so I had my bike, I could ride around the neighborhood. Then when I got close enough to be able to drive, a car meant independence. It meant something I could ride around that was cool, and then I could just go. And it motivated me. Now, obviously, my first car was old beat-up pickup truck, right?
Oh, you gotta tell me about it. What kind of pickup truck?
Man, like an old Chevy pickup truck with a big stick shift in the middle. It had the big mud tires for me going out in the mud.
Nice.
Things like that. But it was great though. It was my car.
How old were you when you had your first car?
I was 15. 15, yeah, man. I'd worked and was able to do it. Parents helped me out a little bit, and I was able to put a little money, get an old beat up truck. But it was my independence. I could get around. No one had to drive me, take me. I could go myself. And then I just always loved this classic cars. Cars that mean something.
Like the classic cars, it feels like it has so much value. I feel like it's substance in the car. I mean, we love the high-end cars and everything of today, but there's nothing like a good old school.
These old classics to me are just special, man. It's something from the past.
Something real up under the hood.
Yeah. And that purr, A lot of cars, you don't get this just good, classic purr.
That's good.
I love them. This is this old Caddy here, and I got done. I really wanted a parade car because we're part of the community, so we ride in all these parades. So I wanted something that we could ride around the parade and people know it's the Canes car.
That's like you got the signature Canes red and stuff. Was that something that was always like a concept that really just, it feels like the marketing for Raising Canes is like spot on and so brilliant.
Well, I appreciate you saying that. You know, actually, I came by it by accident. Actually, renovating the first location, Mothership, I uncovered an old bread mural, and it was done in red with the white lettering, with the black outline, and the yellow highlights. And I took it as a sign. You know, it's like, this will be the Good Canes logo, and it pops. And once again, hadn't been changed for all these years because it just works, and it has a kind of a old car classic look to it as well.
It does. It definitely feels like that. It gives like that 1960s type of vibe when obviously like a lot of these drive-through restaurants were created.
Yep, absolutely. That was the era.